I'm ready. Good morning. Again, hope you're all alright. Give us a moment. There we go. Now I can see my disaster on the TV, so I know how things are going. Anybody there? Say hi if you are. I can't see the chat yet, so let's hope somebody's there. Yay, Lord KJW's here, Axel's here, Conspiracy's here. Hello, thank you. I've finally got sugar, so I've got coffee. I'd also run out of back hair, so now I've got a cigarette as well. I am very, very, very content. If you hear me slurping, it's me drinking. But there we go. Oh. I wish I could drink without sugar, but I just can't do it. Oh, there's people here. I still can't bloody remember how to say your name. Oh, sorry. Hi. Hi, Jessa. Hello, Miss Ellie. Oh, Seattle. And hello, Bill. Alright. Shall we start with... I'm going to start this Instagram video. It's quite old, I think. It's flipping... Oh, it's ridiculous. And I had to change the voice because it's chilly, ain't it? So, and it's a screen record, so just bear with it.
Camera, rolling sound. See, the thing is that the American culture has become more and more authoritarian every year. If you decide to get in and dust up with me, your friends and your family, a good portion of them will believe that
Is it St. Andrew's Day? I didn't realise that. Happy St. Andrew's Day.
you did something wrong. Police just don't hurt people who do nothing wrong. You might hear that, but the truth is, if you piss me off,
Who thinks that Chili's thing is that he wanted to be a cop and he couldn't for whatever reasons? Because I just can't see why else he'd dress up as one and just... Ugh. His whole fucking... Oh, it just does my head in anyway. This video's stupid.
and you disrespect me, I will beat you. Sick of all the cop abuse. Sick of all the cop hatred. Don't hate the police. Hate the policy. And if you fuck with me, I will blow your fuck.
In real life, if you fuck with Chili, he'll go to the police and tell them off, and ask them to tell you off, like a naughty child.
Alright? Back the fuck up and stop recording police. And mind your own fucking business.
That's one thing I agree with. The recording piece, I think very few coppers these days have an issue with that. But minding your own business, damn fucking right. Don't know about over there, but over here, my husband, he got pulled over by the police once, and I wondered where he was. It was taking ages. He'd gone to the shop. And so I walked out and looked, and there he was anyway, up the road, the police dealing with him and whatnot. And so I asked them, he was in the back of their police car, and I asked them, what's he being pulled over for? What's going on? And they wouldn't tell me shit. And that's my husband. They wouldn't tell me anything because it is none of my business. It is between him and the police, nobody else. He needs to learn that all this shit, it does my head in when he goes up to traffic stops and whatnot, demands to, not just him either, other auditors do it. It's none of their business. It's wrong. Yeah, a load of shit. Shit, I pressed it again, sorry. Ridiculous, that video is absolutely ridiculous. And the acting, wow, top class. The music, amazing. The whole production is just amazing. Keep it up, mate. Keep it up. Right then. Where's that other one? I've lost it. The one that we had on earlier. It's not that one. Is it that one?
They are making money.
Yes, it's this one. So this is where we got up to earlier. In case there's anybody here that wasn't here earlier. He's got Discussing Law on his channel called Dr. Law, and he's deleted this video now, I've been told. Chili has. That's not on his channel anymore. This Discussing Law, who once claimed that he is qualified to practice law in 2 different states, but now it turns out that he's not. He's basically a law student. and his friends call him Dr. Law because he's the go-to guy about law stuff, legal stuff. It's just bullshit. Yeah, disgusting Law. That's not a bad name for him.
Have their Venmo, their PayPal, their Cash App, and even today I heard one of these people who said, you know, and this person had up their.
Yeah, I thank you, Chili. You've helped my channel grow. I really appreciate it, and I'm using your content. Fair use, baby.
They weren't monetized yet, so they were putting up their Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal for people to accept money on the behalf of them going out and pirating my content so that people will watch their channel.
Yeah, so this isn't funny because so this used to happen in the classes that I would attend in college before the COVID stuff happened. Is people would do slide decks, and at the end of the slide deck, they would just pull a random image from Google and throw it on the first page. They weren't going to Pixabay and making sure, or whatever the other ones were that's rights free or whatever. They were just spamming a random image and like.
Yeah, I know, Miss Ellie. I watched Great Lakes Audit's video about it earlier, where it showed all the messages and whatnot. It's in my last stream if you want to see them. It's great. Oh, have you already seen it? But yeah, fucking Great Lakes Audit, fair fucks to him. And Wade takes the piss out of Chili was brilliant. The makeup was fantastic. I loved it.
Oh yeah? So why did you do that, right? What you should have did was create your own image or make sure you grabbed an image that wasn't copyrighted. So that's the right way to do it. And you're allowed to do that. And I think the reason a lot of that happens is because in K through 12 schools, it's completely allowed. In public, even in state colleges, it's probably allowed. But once you get into private colleges and stuff, you no longer have the privilege of.
It does, doesn't it, Jesse? That's what I was saying. Right? Apparently, this guy's got a fucking daughter. He's been doxxed recently, apparently. Like I say, I've not been on YouTube much, so I don't really know. But he's been doxxed recently, apparently. And he's got a daughter, and his daughter's got videos on YouTube and whatnot. So, I mean, I assume then that she's not a little thing. And he sounds about 12. It's just, what?
Fair use just based on it being educational materials.
So, and just so you know, I took a silhouette. I had a confidential informant on the phone. I changed their voice, and then I used a silhouette that I just randomly took from YouTube.
And I bet you that's copyrighted then. If you can do everybody for copyright, then they can do you.
And so many people were like, oh, this isn't a confidential informant. You got this silhouette from YouTube. And it's like, I sure did. And then I put the confidential informant's voice behind it. So that they would have no idea who it was, and I changed the voice. So I put a double blind in a way. And in the future, though, I really will create. Now, explain from your legal analysis the reason why I changed my lawsuit from a defamation lawsuit completely to a copyright infringement lawsuit.
Well, we talked about this, right? And if you had progressed the defamation lawsuit in Boston, I mean, most cases settle, right? But so you're probably expecting this to settle and not actually make it to trial, but actually making it to trial.
Absolutely, Lassie. He's nodding. He was expecting this to settle. He was expecting this to be easy money and to get his own way because he was going to be so scary. And Kate and Josh were going to be terrified and not want to pursue it, not want to go through with it all, and they're just going to, bow down to him, crumble at his feet and settle. And he's gutted that that didn't happen. And now he's changed his thing. What did Merv say that's it now then? So the defamation shit's gone because he's removed it all, and so now it's just about copyright. And he does. I don't know. Yeah, I sent this video to Mark anyway. I think Mark's sarcastic law student's going to give it a better breakdown. He's going to point out where Dr. Law is just wrong over so much stuff. The one thing he got right apparently was that when he said fair use, that was in the earlier bit of the video, he said fair use is defence. It's not a right. So fair enough, I didn't know that.
And having all the witnesses in California, and you insisting on being pro se and not having a lawyer to represent you in California, there's no way you could have proceeded with the trial. And I think it's mostly, the defendant's issue, right? They decided, well, we're not going to settle. We think we have a case, even though, in your last motion where you asked for injunctive relief because you have to show that you're likely to win on the merits for the preliminary injunction to go through. You specified it, and it was super clear that at least one case against Catherine Peter is very clear libel. And
That's the one, Bill. I knew Merb said something. I just couldn't remember. I've got a shitty memory. But yeah, that's it. So now the harassment thing's just over, and he's gone and fucked it up. Thinking that copyright was the way to go. Clever.
Oh, yeah.
so,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's very possible to try.
Dr.
He, Logan, I think.
What I wanted you to go into a little bit, though, was when I changed it to a copyright infringement federal tort lawsuit. What does that
Well, this is under the DM. Sorry, was it the DCMA? DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act, right? So that's what all of YouTube's copyright striking policies and stuff are based off of. So basically, they have safe harbor protection as long as when you report that someone's violating your copyright, they immediately act. Now, the other person has a chance to counter it.
I woke up well early, Nimrod. It was ridiculous. And so I ended up bloody streaming at like 6 o'clock. Thought I'd throw in one like between 6 and half 7 when I have to get up with the kids. But I decided to start that Melon streaming app thing. And yeah, it didn't work. I think it's safe to say that it's looking like it's my internet. Well and truly. So I've gave up and doing it off my phone at the moment.
And some of them have. But if they do, all you have to respond with is a lawsuit that is asking for injunctive relief of them being pulled down. And that's what your lawsuit provides. The DMCA actually doesn't require that you have registered any of them for copyright. But if it goes to trial, you'll need to register the specific videos that you want to go to trial for.
So I'll just read this. The DCMA is the Defense Contract Management Agency, provides contract administration services for the Department of Defense and other federal organizations.
Yeah, that's the it's the DMCA, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Yeah, I said it wrong initially.
Bloody hell, I miss
Well, I just wanna
everything
make sure I read it.
I
Asking for injunctive relief of them being pulled down. And that's what your lawsuit provides. The DMCA actually doesn't require that you have registered any of them for copyright. But if it goes to trial, you'll need to register the specific videos that you want to go to trial for.
So I'll just read this. The DCMA is the Defense Contract Management.
Oh my god, he's so stupid. It's DMCA, and now he's reading off something completely different. What a fucking idiot. That's hilarious. I'm so glad that I've got this video. Now he's deleted it.
Agency provides contract administration services for the Department of Defense and other. Make sure I read it just word for word as it is. That way, so the people are. It's not coming from me. So the people who just whatever. I just want to read it exactly as it comes from these people.
Right, and there is no fair use mentioned in it at all. So for YouTube to say, well, we're not going to pull this down because in our own determination it's fair use, they are then waiving their protection under the safe harbor protections under that law, and now they can be added to the suit. Like when I put that comment on your video and someone said, that's ridiculous, you can't follow this guy's advice. It's definitely what you should threaten to do.
I still swear that this guy is trolling Chiller. The things that he tells him to do and shit, it's just crackers. It's just mad. Just that's all I can think. He's just I don't know. He's just feeding him bullshit, ain't he? And because it's what Chili wants to hear, he believes it all. And so that's what it could be, the ultimate troll, this could. I really hope that's how it turns out. If not, then it's fucking disturbing that this Dr. Law could actually possibly be a practicing attorney someday.
And I wouldn't have suggested it if I had researched it. Like, I researched what happens when you threaten YouTube and you have a channel on there. And a lot of people who file lawsuits against YouTube are kind of crazy. They're pro se.
That's wicked. So he researched what happens if you threaten to sue YouTube and you've got a channel on there. If you sue YouTube, you've got a channel on there. And he said most people that do that are kind of crazy. Yes, they are kind of crazy. That's why Chili's doing it. He's fucking nuts. And you're just feeding him. Wow. And the pro se, yeah, just like Chili.
Litigants in theirs. So, but once you
Morning, Madder.
you filter all those out, and you have legitimate people and ones who are represented by attorneys that are writing, briefs that are very well perfected. No one who has done that has had YouTube retaliate by closing their channel.
Oh, I see. So now that my lawsuit, the federal tort lawsuit out of Massachusetts, and it's a copyright lawsuit.
Hey, corrections.
And I've listed all of my videos in there, and you just said it goes completely to trial. So now,
what does it require that you register the copyright? Because you own the copyright as soon as the video is completed.
Right, it's my video immediately. Right, I created it. Okay, so now though I've listed all of my URLs with the Massachusetts federal court and the federal courthouse in Massachusetts, and now what that means is that my videos and the DMCA will uphold this and say his videos are in litigation right now, and so they can't be used by other people. Is that correct?
I'm still using.
Right, so basically, YouTube is required to take those videos down, and the only way that they're going to push their fair use is to sue.
Right, and so then for the people who I've struck with copyrights, for them to pursue their fair use, they have to give me their name, right?
So.
See, that's what it's all about. They have to give me their name, right? All this is about is him being able to get people's details and doxing them. That's all he wants to do. I'm having a bit of deja vu, I can't even remember if I've covered this already. I drink when I'm streaming at night, so maybe I have. But I'm still going to go through it again because I can.
So that's an interesting thing, because I don't know if that's in the DMCA, but yeah, in YouTube's policy-wise, for you to do a counter, you do have to give your name, and supposedly, your real name. I don't know. YouTube's obviously not verifying that, so I don't even know how that's important. But it definitely will scare some of the smaller channels who are trying to stay.
See, I've got a mouthful now. Even discussing law just said he can't see why that's important. Can he not see that that's all that Chili wants? He wants everybody's real details so he can dox them and scare them. He's a wanker.
Anonymous from doing the counter strikes, which I think is a bad thing. So I don't think they should require that. Actually, you can subpoena and try and get their real name under the DMCA. You actually don't have to file a lawsuit. All you have to do is take that takedown complaint. Have a judge. A clerk. You don't even need a judge. Just have a clerk at a federal court sign a subpoena. You can serve the subpoena on YouTube and get their name. You don't even need to file a lawsuit. All you need is a takedown request.
Oh, well, I already have that. Right. So there's a few.
I ain't gonna stop fucking taking the piss out of him. He's not gonna scare me away, ever.
But I got a few different names. Someone named Jonathan Hunault is a guy named Not the Brightest. Jonathan Hunault, Huneault, Jonathan Hunault. That's from Not the Brightest. That's his name. That's his legal name. And then Hand Banana is a person named Angel Borrego, Borrego. And then someone named Faith Delete Lawz is supposed to be named Colin Campbell. Campbell, and then Oleg Welsh is Oleg Welsh. So, the people...
Wow, you're joking. Fucking genius you are.
...should know these people's names because they're grifters and they're stealing my content, so people will pay attention to them. so you guys have heard these people talk.
No, they're commentating and reacting to your stupid content. There is a difference. What they're doing is transformative. What I'm doing is transformative. So, fuck you. Leave them alone. Some of them are right flipping. Some of them are small channels as well. I only know a couple of them that I can think of off the top of my head anyway. And I mean, I know that they're not big channels. It's fucking... It tries to be a bully. He's not very good at it, though. He's a wanker.
So negatively about me without a victim in sight, nowhere, but yet they call me a grifter, and they are literally stealing my content so that someone will pay attention to them. And so, you know what, Dr. Law, I think I am going to do that on one of these people because I want to completely reveal her identity. I don't want her to be able to hide behind some fake mask. I want people to see what she actually looks like.
And what you want to ask YouTube and...
Why? Why does it matter what people look like? Just so that you can then try and bully them or something. Fuck off.
And, in the subpoena, right? I mean, as far as YouTube knows and Google knows, my name is Dr. Law.
Yeah, what do you want me to say? Corrections.
So if they ask you, if you subpoena that, it's not going to help. So you're actually going to want to subpoena timestamps and IP addresses that they logged in from. And then you want to get a subpoena and go and ask their ISP or their VPN provider. Those timestamps and IP addresses. Because almost everyone pays for...
Now, after because I saw someone brag and say they filed a counterclaim and they read this letter that YouTube said, and YouTube said, we're not going to take down your content. Is that true? Are they not going to take down the content? And if
Yeah, it probably is true. I had that when I covered law and audits. That one that was that UK one that was crying and going, oh, I'll defend myself to the max, He threatened me with copyright and all this, that and the other, and he did. I got an email off YouTube saying that he'd sent something to them, basically reported it or whatever, but they said that nothing was going to change. They said they said that they gave me his email address, and because then bringing up the opportunity to discuss it and sort it out between ourselves so that there's no hard feelings. Fuck him. I didn't do nothing. I didn't email him, and I certainly weren't taking my video down. It was completely fair use, absolutely. That is why it's still up, and that's why he never pursued it any further, because he knew that he was fucked. And he was like fucking, I think he had like 11, yes, I'm British, corrections. I think he had 11,000 subscribers at the time, and I think I had 500. And he was doing that. So some of these channels have received the same kind of thing. I haven't received anything. So I don't know whether, I don't know. At first I thought that maybe he wasn't going for British ones. But then he did go for Control-Alt-Delete. I don't know, maybe some others, I'm not sure. But either way, he's gone for at least one other British small channel. He's got less than 1k subscribers. And so I don't get why I've not received anything. Other than maybe he's tried, and because everything is in fair use, they've just basically told him to do one. That could be it.
YouTube does not take down the content, what would you predict that I'm going to do?
So they pretty much, so as long as the URL is in that suit right now,
Exactly, Andromeda, I'm from Leicester.
And they don't take it down, they will lose their safe harbor protection. So
you cut out. Will you say that again, please? I'm sorry.
If the URL that you're requesting being is copied, right, and they can verify that a portion of it is in the...
Hey up me duck. My husband says that, he's stuff, but yeah. The older folk, they say hey up me duck.
Infringer's video. They need...
My dad used to say it to me, actually, bless him.
To take the video offline.
Or even a part of it, even a tiny part of my video on there, and I strike it, they have to take their video offline. Is that correct?
Yes, as long as they can confirm that they need to take it offline. And it's really the safe harbor protection is so YouTube shouldn't be in the middle of the fight even, right? You filed a lawsuit. If they want to trump that, they need to file a lawsuit as well.
Right. If they want to claim my content, they have to sue me for it.
That's the position you're in right now, yes, that they finally, the tables turned, and they have to sue to enforce their fair use.
to enforce their use of stealing my content so they can be monetized and build their brand.
Yep. It'd probably be cheaper for
Did he just laugh? It sounded a bit like Disgusting Law just laughed.
safe harbor protection is, so YouTube shouldn't be in the middle of the fight even, right? You file the lawsuit. If they want to trump that, they need to file a lawsuit as well.
Right, if they want to claim my content, they have to sue me for it.
That's the position you're in right now, yes, that they finally, the tables have turned, and they have to sue to enforce their fair use.
To enforce their use of stealing my content so they can be monetized and build their brand.
He did, he fucking laughed. See, even Disgusting Law knows that shit is a fucking joke.
Yep. It'd probably be cheaper for them not to do that. They're probably not making a lot of money from each video. Not enough to pay. Well, how much has Kate paid so far in her lawsuit?
She says that she's paid $46,000, but remember, Kate is the biggest grifter. She's the biggest grifter ever. She's the biggest grifter of all time. She really is.
Hey up, Empire of Arts. Hi.
She's grifting people under the idea that she's working for free speech. So
She's not a fucking grifter. You're a grifter. You don't even know what grifter and grifting means. I bet you any money you'd never even heard of it, until we were all picking up the grifters. I bet you'd never heard of it until we were all calling him a grifter. I guarantee it.
So let's kind of turn here. This is a good segue here. So there's this big debate. She's had to shift her channel, even though she made a disparaging video about me last night. I'm going to file another. Explain the difference between what she's saying is free speech and what she's actually doing and what kind of speech she's doing.
Sure. So I'm going to try and, because I actually have a slide deck here.
I think everybody stopped voting, Bill, but I don't think the results I don't think it's final till January. So I was planning on like over Christmas and into January doing trying to big up the grifters again. We've got to get him up there. I don't know where he is though. I've not checked for ages. We just lost momentum.
I'll try and present it.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that worked. Maybe you need to give me a presentation.
How do I do it? I'll just go to my,
Or maybe.
Settings. Let me see something.
Huh. Oh no, I hit present slides and then I selected my slide deck.
Do you want to just, oh gosh, that's a bummer.
I thought I'd give you a person. I can just read it. That's fine.
Okay, so what's the difference between this, now she's touting free speech. Everybody's saying, free speech, free speech.
Ow, we're just banging my funny vote and it's not funny. Ow.
Speech. Is it free speech?
So, free speech is actually a pretty simple concept. I'm going to break it down the way that I understood it best by one of my professors. So, first we're going to talk about First Amendment free speech, all right? So, First Amendment free speech, there is unconditionally qualified speech, right? It's always going to be covered by the First Amendment.
Yes, Lord KJW, I certainly did. I did a stream earlier and covered Great Lakes Audit's video about it. It was quite cool.
As long as it discusses public interest or public concern.
What is unconditional qualified speech? If it concerns public interest or public concern.
Right, then no one can pass a statute to say ever that
Okay, Empire, thanks for being here. Have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving.
is illegal, except there are time, place, and manner restrictions.
Was it Thanksgiving yesterday? I don't know.
So they could say you're allowed to use, the homophobic slur that Murphy's used in front of the court, as long as you're saying that they shouldn't have rights or something. That is the courthouse in San Francisco, or the one on 6th Street in San Francisco, but you can do the one on 8th, 9th, and 10th Street. As long as they give you a place to do it, they can restrict it to protect the people in the one ring.
Right.
So that's unconditionally qualified. And then there's unconditionally disqualified, and some of these are obvious, but I'm going in them in reverse order from my slide deck because fighting words is kind of a whole issue in itself. So I think we know that true threats right? Where you actually threaten to.
Exactly, causeless bull. Bloke's a joke, really, and he's either the ultimate troll or just a fucking idiot. One or the other.
And to harm someone is unconditionally disqualified. So it's never covered by the First Amendment. Defamation and perjury, legally obscene. You can ask Larry Flint, right? That's hard to define, but you know it when you see it. And then there's fighting words. And fighting words is this archaic thing. But fighting words is the doctrine that's basically behind our breach of peace and disorderly conduct laws. But fighting words is if you say something and the other person or you say something that incites the other person to immediately get violent, that's a fighting word. And because it's so archaic that
Let's go on to discussing Lawz channel. I'm so glad, that his channel hasn't taken off. He's still only got 283 subscribers. I say he's still only got 200 and something subscribers. And now I'm not all about subscriber count and whatnot, but it gives bad advice. I don't want a channel like that growing. I really don't.
A 90-year-old grandma, right? You could say anything to her and that would be fighting words because you would never expect.
Turn you all upside down.
Okay. I should say the opposite way around. So 90-year-old grandma could call you any words or whatever, but it's not supposed to.
So then there's 3 levels, as you just said. There's 3 different levels of speech.
Well, there's unconditionally qualified and unconditionally disqualified.
Unconditionally qualified is a matter of public affairs, and unconditionally disqualified is fighting word speech. Is that correct?
It's true threats, defamation, perjury, legally obscene, and fighting words.
Read those again.
True threats.
True threats.
Yeah, defamation and perjury.
Defamation and perjury, which is, and what was the last one?
Fighting words.
Fighting words.
Fighting words is the doctrine behind most breach of peace and disorderly conduct laws.
Okay.
So you said something that was alarming enough, right, to make them react, basically, in a fighting way. And it's interesting, this fighting words doctrine, because, everyone says you're so hot-headed, right? So supposedly, according to them, any word would be a fighting word. So any word's not protected, right? So them calling...
Discussing Law's got a video on his channel, doxing. I don't know, there's still quite a lot of this left. So I don't think I have to, but I was going to say have a look at that. I've not watched it yet. I might look at that at some point.
You, a pretty green-eyed guy, I don't know. Maybe that's a fighting word, and it would be completely unprotected. So it's this archaic thing, and it's completely subject oriented. And when given at you, supposedly if you're a hot-headed person, anything would be fighting words. So almost everything that they say in their videos, right, is going to be a fighting word, according to them, how they describe you. So it would be wrong for them to describe you in that manner. It's not going to help their case that you're some hot-headed, reactive person. Well, then obviously you're going to react
in a violent way.
Right.
Right. In a violent
way too, right? So
what kind of speech is Kate, Peter, and John?
Well, what? It's going to react in a violent way? What the fuck? I'm listening, but I'm trying to read stuff online as well. Sorry, I'm just going to rewind it a little bit.
I don't know. Maybe that's a fighting word, and it would be completely unprotected. So it's this archaic thing, and it's completely subject oriented. And when given at you, supposedly if you're a hot-headed person, anything would be fighting words. So almost everything that they say in their videos, right, is going to be a fighting word, according to them, how they describe you. So it would be wrong for them to describe you in that manner. It's not going to help their case that you're some hot-headed, reactive person. Well, then obviously you're going to react
in a violent way.
Right.
Right.
In a violent too, right? So
what kind of speech is Kate, Peter, and John?
It's not obvious. Not everybody reacts in a violent way. That's just odd.
Josh Abrams and others using. What are they using?
So a lot of it is defamation, right? But a lot of it is just not protected, regulated. The reason it's legal, though, is because there's no laws against it until it crosses into harassment, right? Because there's regulations for harassment, and there's regulations for cyber stalking. So they can regulate that as much as they want. And so far, there is definitely cyber stalking and harassment laws in every single state.
Well, I think that Kate Peter's facing that now. She just got a summons against her the other day. What does that mean, the summons exactly?
So there's two ways basically to get arrested. It sounds like they have charges ready for her. So
Does it? Is that what it sounds like?
Judge invites you to
Is that what it sounds like? Yeah. Sounds like that, don't it? Of course it does.
court, and then they read the indictment to you, and you have charges,
Okay.
and you'll probably be released on your own conscience. The other way is for them to serve a search warrant. I'm not search warrant, but arrest warrant.
Mm-hmm.
So right now they're just at the please come to court so we can read their language. If she doesn't go, then there'll be an arrest warrant.
Good morning, Surrender Monkey. I didn't realise you were here. Hi.
And what do you think likely the indictment is going to be from any of the backlog of the case that you know? She posted pictures of this woman and continued to harass her after the woman got a harassment protection order put in place. So what kind of charges would she be looking at?
Well, so what state is that?
Massachusetts. And she violated a harassment protection order. So imagine she would be charged with harassment.
No, she didn't, and she still hasn't been, has she? Not as far as I know. By the way, correct me if I'm wrong. As I've already said, I've not been on YouTube that much lately. But, and this video is a week or two old, whatever. Nothing's happened, has it? She's not been done for violating it, has she? Let me know if I'm wrong.
Was it yeah, because they weren't related, right? So it would have been a civil harassment restraining order. So I actually don't think that one has any criminal charges. So what it would probably be is a contempt.
Mm-hmm.
So the charge would be for contempt, and they'd have a contempt hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is worse, right? Because you don't necessarily get due process and contempt hearing.
Okay, so, as you know, I
Mark's Welsh. I didn't know you were Welsh. You don't sound Welsh.
have an ongoing lawsuit against Kate Peter. In which way can I help the prosecution? How can I help the prosecution the most? There's not something we can do to help her. So now I lost. I have a couple notes here. So we were talking about what kind of speech Kate is using. What kind of speech is she? She's using defamatory speech, and then she's using harm.
She's using hurt your fifi.
So none of it is protected by the First Amendment, right? Because she's not speaking in matters of.
Oh, fuck off.
What the speech that she's making?
Where was that? Corrections. I'm a Brit, and my opinion, is the Daniel Craig Bond videos are brilliant. I love them. Just saying. I was born just over the border, so technically English, but all my family are Welsh, and I've always lived here. You do not sound Welsh. Why haven't you got an accent? You're like Creaky Binder, no accent. It makes no sense. What the hell?
Is private concern. So all of that stuff is not necessarily protected by the First Amendment. It's actually protected by the 14th Amendment. It's your liberty protection.
Exactly, Maddie B. But I always say, don't I? Mark is the Colin Firth of YouTube.
And so you can't say that she can't do that without due process. So you can pass statutes to make that legal. So basically, she can call you, the B word or the C word. I don't want to demonetize your
Is it bastard, bitch, cunt?
video by throwing those words out there. She can call you anything that she wants once, right? Maybe even twice, as long as they're not fighting you.
I've called him a cunt probably a fucking 100 times, and I mean, by rights, he is not actually what a cunt is physically defined as. So could I get done for defamation? I mean, I don't really care. He's still a cunt.
Words, right? If they're fighting words, she might actually be charged for breach of peace or disorderly conduct in her state. It'd be really hard to pursue that. I mean, it's not civil. You'd have to go to her local police and say she breached the peace or broke the disorderly conduct rules online across state lines. That would be hard. But basically, when she does it 3 times, right, she's broken the Boston's harassment laws. I mean, we heard. I think I heard that, right?
Good morning, book nerd.
The element requires 3 actions of harassment, for it to be called harassment in Massachusetts. So she's allowed to call you names. She's just not allowed to continue doing it, and she's done it more than 3 times. She's done it more than 3 times in a single video.
Yeah. It's funny because yesterday I exposed this guy named Michael Pierazzini. I exposed him for, so far there's been no reply of a military ID that he was ever in the military or a private investigator's license. And if you guys said about me that I'm not from Alaska, I would call home.
I'm fucking, I don't know, Knobville.
That's how I was in the military, and someone said that I wasn't. I would just produce it. I would have an Army buddy or Navy, Marines, Air Force. I'd have one of my buddies be like, nah, he was in the military. But that's not happening. And so, now when as I've transcribed Kate's videos, she calls me a cokehead and a meth head all the time. And what I saw from Michael Pierazzini is that he called me a liar constantly. He was projecting the whole time. And so Kate called me a meth head.
You are a liar. You do lie constantly. Now, don't get me wrong. Blue Bacon lied, and I ain't going to stick up for that at all. But just because he lied doesn't, what's the right word? Minimise? I don't know. Doesn't take away the fact that you are a liar. It doesn't change that. Just because he lied doesn't mean that he's been wrong about everything he's ever said about you. Somebody can be a right fucking lying bastard in one sense, but they might have said 1,000,001 things before that were true. So do one. By the way, I wasn't saying that about Blue Bacon, we're just saying in general. I ain't going to get into that shit.
I got a close-up video of her when she walked out of the court and she lost. And it from appearances, it looks to me like people project what their problems are onto others. And so, yeah, and so, I kind of want to, now, it's one thing for me to sue her under federal tort law, but I've recently talked to a buddy of mine who's lost his job, and looks like he's gonna do something, and that would be for a loss of wages for him getting fired from his job. So now what kind of lawsuit is that?
Well, it depends on...
Probably a non-lawsuit, probably an imaginary lawsuit. But let's listen to what Dr. Law has to say.
What harm she did him that caused him to lose his job.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking about the Michael Pierazzini, you watched my video on him and where I said that you doxed him, and I was totally going off what I had heard. I apologize. I didn't realize that you hadn't actually provided his address. You just gave his name. So I don't know if I don't think that qualifies as doxing. It did. I mean, it was.
Exactly, Cookie. That's what he does, isn't it? He hears something and he thinks that that's, the thing to... thingy on that. It's silly little things, like how he started using slow mode in his chat a while back. The first time he ever did it, he put slow mode as the messages every 6 seconds. It was hilarious. And the only reason he did that is because he sees that Team Skeptic has to put his on slow mode. Troll Mafia have to put theirs on slow mode because they have lots of people in chat. When you've got like 200 people in your chat, you don't need to put it on fucking slow mode.
Doxing.
No, I did not dox Michael Pierazzini. I did not give anybody's address. I will give someone's first and last name out.
You did dox, and you did say you was going to do that. So, you can't whinge because people are saying that. You said that, you threatened that, and you did dox him.
Show their picture, but I'm not going to put someone's address out there online. I've already experienced that, and it's just not right. I didn't put his parents' address out there. I didn't put anybody's addresses out there, or phone numbers. So, and I do have Pierazzini's phone number.
Right. So as far as Kate calling you a cokehead and stuff, those are back into the just derogatory words, right? She had to do that as harassment. It's not really going to be considered defamation because no one's going to think that she went and found records of you snorting coke and is reporting from those, right? She's not presenting them as truth. She's just saying them to piss you off, to grade you. But the video that she made, where she supposedly pulled a judicial record and reported from it, she's definitely serving that as the truth. So that's clearly defamatory.
No, it's not clearly defamatory. She's serving that as this is the record and this is what it says. It's not defamatory if that's the record and that's what it says. So, no.
So when she says statements of facts...
And that's my non-qualified legal opinion. There we go.
I'm a confidential man.
Because I can.
Or I sold drugs, or I had a Ponzi scheme.
You did. Or right. The very least that we know is that you manufactured with the intent to supply a date rape drug. Do you know how many women and men, actually, I don't even know why I'm saying that. That flipping serial killer over here, he was gay, he killed blokes, lads, young lads, to be honest, not kids, but, young men. And he used GHB. So, God, it really winds me up that he defends this shit. I know people that have been... I got spiked with it. Luckily, I was okay. I was home and all. But I know people that have been spiked with it and haven't been okay. This is just and he can't take any responsibility for what he did. Everybody does things wrong. Everybody. I've done things wrong. I was a fucking terror back in the day. I'm not the little angel that I am now. You know, own it for fuck's sake. Own it. Learn from it. Move on. Because he can't do that, that, in me at least, right, that incites something in me to just keep on going and keep on exposing him and keep on laughing at him and keep on fucking arguing the shit that he says and just rah. I'm looking forward to your cover of him though.
Where you get money and you multiply your money with a bunch of people, things like that. Those things are direct lies, so they're direct slander. So it's slanderous speech. Would that be correct to say?
Yes, I mean, and it depends a lot, right? Because the judge also is going to oftentimes for a defamation case look at a specific statement and say that that's not actionable. And out of context, for them just to say you ran a Ponzi scheme is not going to be actionable. She's going to have to say something that establishes that she knows that you ran a Ponzi scheme. So that's what makes the statement of fact, is backing it up with something that's
I'm in his head.
sounds legitimate, whether it is or not.
Mm-hmm.
So she's calling you a scammer, right, or a rapist is not going to be defamatory.
Has he been called a rapist? I've never called him a rapist. I don't recall anybody calling him a rapist. People have gone on about him manufacturing the intent to supply the date rape drug. That's not calling him a rapist. Providing, I can't talk properly. Potentially, though, he was providing the right fucking kind of stuff for potential rapists.
She's the queen of saying, oh, I have this document here and it says this about him and, you know, and this about him and trust me and I'll go over that later.
Right, so that would clearly, those would definitely be defamatory then if she said something that, you know, counted as slander.
Exactly, Lord. He's never made a mistake. He's never done anything wrong. And he's nearly 50. I'm nearly 40. I have done things wrong. And if I ever feel like it, I will go into details. If I ever feel like it. But, you know, I don't feel obliged and I don't feel that I have to. But I know that I have done things wrong. He cannot admit that he's done anything wrong. He's reached to nearly 50 without ever doing anything wrong. Ever. It's just, wow. Amazing. Yeah, Jason, I had that. I've got that on my phone. I can put it on again soon after this if you want. It's not very long. Or we'll take a break from this and watch that. It's up to you, lot. Let me know. His hair is epic. I don't mind watching it again.
In that video.
Yeah. So, okay. So then I want to talk about the copyright striking. People are saying that, and then anybody has any other questions, if you would.
Nothing wrong with being 50, Lord. That's not what I mean. What I mean, though, is that he's getting on for 50 and he can't admit that he's ever done anything wrong. I'd like to think that you're 50 and you know that you've done things wrong in your life. That's all I'm getting at.
Please make sure you guys drop your comments and questions for Dr. Law while I have him here. Did the copyright strikes do you get before they take your channel down, or they're supposed to? Because they're not following their own policies right now.
I've heard a lot that it's 3, right? But yeah, they don't seem to do that if you're actually, you know, monetized. And
if you get 3 strikes, I'm pretty sure your channel gets fucked off. But you can fight those strikes, can't you? So, you know.
Give them a lot of ad revenue.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. So now, I'm so glad you said that. So now, this fair use thing. If you are monetized and you do get super chat money as you air somebody else's content, as you disparage them, whether it's true or not, is that an example of fair use?
Well, it's going to count against them because that will be counted as profit. So that's the things that will be weighed against them. So, yeah. Can you do super chats without being monetized?
No.
No, you have to be monetized.
You have to be monetized, yeah.
Monetized to get super chats. Anybody else can tell me different, but I didn't get super chats always monetized. And then it took a while to get the super chat functionality to work. It took a second, and then I was like, oh wow, it works.
Is there a minimum?
It didn't take me very long. It's quite simple. It's quite straightforward. So, but this is chilly and you can't do anything.
Of ad revenue you can make for a video too?
A minimum? No, they, you know, I don't really make
I don't know, Andromeda. I don't know when his band started. I ain't got a clue, to be fair.
Very much money for my YouTube videos, so I'm kind of the wrong guy to ask because a lot of my videos get demonetized and
So I think the only way that super chats would be relevant is if the video had been.
Your child has second-hand embarrassment for him. That's wicked, but Ned. But that's how I feel about when watching him. He is embarrassing. He's so embarrassing. It's ridiculous. So, yeah.
Demonetized for them, smoking weed or using a lot of F-bombs, then it gets demonetized. Then there's a weaker argument for.
I don't think you get demonetized for those things. I think all it will be, though, I mean, I suppose it could be called demonetized, but you'd still be able to get super chats. It's just ads probably wouldn't be suitable for your videos. So that's probably, I could be wrong, by the way. I don't know for sure, but you could still get super chats. I know that. Well, I say I know that. I'm pretty sure about that. You just might not qualify for, might be some ads suitable, but not many, that kind of thing.
Or there's a strong argument for fair use for them until that super chat comes in, right?
Right. And then when the super chat comes in, the hundreds of dollars, as they're talking about me, then tell me.
I feel bad for his family. His family just must be just dying inside. I suppose they're not all changing the names and running off back to Colombia or something.
Yeah, a little bit about that.
And it's only his dad's side that's from Colombia, isn't it? But wouldn't you just want to get away as far away as possible? Just,
1976 fair use case that people told me about today, but I was doing errands all day.
So, I don't know much about that. We've talked about this before, right? That I know what the current stance of laws are, but if you want to talk about history, I don't have the memory for that. And there's also, so the bar exam has different areas that they ask you questions and essays. And one of the essays, for example, was on corporate law.
that's where we should go next, MySpace.
And, that doesn't interest me. I can't remember that shit. That's not what I want to study, but it's on there. So I have no interest in history, honestly.
Has he been giving out addresses, Mark? Yeah. I mean, he said in this a few minutes ago that he's given names, but he's not given addresses. He's give addresses to anybody. But I thought so. I thought he'd done that. I mean, I know he threatened to do that. It's fucking wanker. Nobody's ever harassed his family, by the way. MySpace sort of still exists, but not the same way that it used to. It doesn't look anything like, as far as I know anyway. I found my old MySpace a few weeks ago, and it's nothing. And I mean, I was working it out. That was a good over 20 years ago. I've been using the name Isa on the internet for 20 years, 21 or 22 years now. That makes me feel old. I remember being on discussion forums in 2000, 2001. Might have been a bit before. And that's when I had a MySpace page. You can access your old MySpace thing. It's more, I think it's like I forgot, what's the word? I can't think of words in the morning or ever, to be fair. But, it's like nostalgia, just is it posterity? Posterity? Oh, fuck knows. I don't know. I'm a millennial. I'm just, I bring shame on my generation.
I mean, the fair use is.
Well, I was on the internet before then, Cookie, but I was on the internet in the 90s, but I didn't really start using this name and talking to people and shit until early 2000s, I think. I might be wrong. It might be late 90s. I'm not sure. My son was born in 98. I can't remember if I was on the internet then. I might have been. We'll see. I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, he was born in 98. I was only 15.
It's not a right. It's a defense. And it was also established in the 1976 Copyright Act.
So do you think maybe we should update the copyright, the fair usage laws, considering back then you had to be able to splice film together to be able to steal people's content?
I know, very young, but these things happen, so I ain't got no shame about it. That's one thing about me that you now all know. Like I say, we all do things wrong. He's not wrong, though, but, ideally I wouldn't have got pregnant at that age, but I did, so there we go. Shit happens, doesn't it? Wouldn't change him for the world. He's going to be 25 in January. That makes me feel old.
So maybe the idea of fair usage should be updated to the digital era.
Well, I think it needs I think it needs updated, but
Oh my God, I remember that MIOC. We used to use that on the discussion forums that I used to go on. We used to use that as the chat thing. I remember that. I used to go on that. We're old, all of us.
I also think that you saying that you need to update it, I don't think you do. I think that you have a clear case to defeat a fair use defense for almost every YouTube video. There are probably some that actually use your video, do it in a transformative way, aren't in the same market. Like, if they're not trolling you, right? The ones that are using it to support you, like me, they're not going to be
The idiots, then, is what he's talking about. So, yeah, like you.
competing for those clicks and stuff.
Not you, like discussing, look.
So I don't think you need to change it, but yeah, I totally agree it needs to be changed. But fair use was established as a defense in the Copyright Act of 1976. It was never meant to be right.
Filters.
And what about using, I told people today that I'm trademarking my likeness. So now, when that's done this next week, and they put my likeness in their thumbnail, explain to me what that means. Explain to the people exactly what.
Fuck off. Really? Shit. Can he stop that? I don't think he can, surely. Surely he can't stop that. That's... What? That's not right, is it? Please tell me that's not right. I know you're all on a nostalgic one at the moment. God, still just talking about IRC servers. You cannot copyright a picture of yourself. Thank you, commentator auditor. So that is, I mean, I knew it was wrong, yeah, but I didn't want to say it for certain. That's fucked up. I'm just shocked. Hey, look, Great Lakes Audit, so talk about you earlier. I'm looking forward to it and all then, mate. I don't even think I'm subscribed to you, I'll subscribe to you in a minute. I don't mind some of your auditors. You're all right. I don't like everything you do. I don't agree with a lot of things that you do, to be fair. But it's like with Josh. Just, I don't know. I appreciate and respect other people's opinions and their freedom of speech. I'm doing it from my phone, Great Lakes Audits. That's why it's working better. I don't know. But yeah, so he's just said then, so if we use his likeness in our thumbnails, you know, can he, well, he's hoping that he can do something about that he can take that down. Fuck that shit. I need to, you know, oh God. I mean, I know I put a picture of him in most of my thumbnails anyway, because I'm always talking about him, because, you know, he's a dickhead. But, that just makes me want to do it even more. It really does.
So, right now, the right of publicity is a right that everyone has. It's offered more and supported more for people who are famous. And I mean, I think people are arguing that you are a public figure, so you should definitely be able to make right of publicity complaints against YouTube, and that's actually protected by that's actually in most statutes a right of privacy, not a right of copyright or trademark. So I think that is actually going to be a privacy complaint. And I think you'll see there that they have a picture of me in there. And on top of that, you could say, you know, I'm a model and people usually pay me for my use of my likeness, and they did not pay me. I did not make an arrangement with them. But probably something, actually, because
trademark.
Actually, now I'm thinking about it, because you're a public figure, that's still your likeness. It's not your photo. So right now, any photo of you, you can protect through privacy, but also your likeness. So I think because you're a public figure, that would work. But if you weren't a public figure, you would need to trademark it. Or if it was like your mascot or something, like a dog or something.
What about my logo,
Oh my
icon?
God, man, nothing, just, oh my, there. I'm just some fucking bird on a council estate. I don't know shit. But I know that crap's not right. Just go away.
Yeah, you would need to trademark that. But so it's a lot different. The right to publicity also is based off of advertising or commercial usage. So if they had a photo of you in their video, it probably wouldn't qualify as that. But if they're using it in the
I've got to pause this a minute. Just bear with me. I've got to message my husband, so I'm just pausing the stream for a minute. There we go. See, easy peasy.
A video, it probably wouldn't qualify as that. But if they're using it in the thumbnail to advertise the video, then it's a commercial use and can't do that.
Yeah, because I'm seeing now that they're just putting my picture on their thumbnail so that people will click on their video. And I mean, I think that people know.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, by the way. Even when I'm not talking about Chiller, I'm putting his picture in my thumbnail because his face is gorgeous, amazing. Adonis face just draws you all in. That is what it is. It's just to get views. No, it's because I'm talking about how twat you are. And I also I really do enjoy putting stupid pictures of him on the thumbnails because they're just fucking stupid.
Everybody in the room knows that everybody knows it's about the thumbnail, right? I mean, is there any YouTuber out there that says, "Oh, I don't give a damn about my thumbnail"? Right? The thumbnail's the most important part, isn't it?
Wait, yeah, Merv. Merv doesn't give a fuck about his thumbnail. Doesn't give a shit. So yeah, there's one YouTuber that I know for a fact doesn't give a shit about his thumbnails.
Isn't it way up there? I mean, but put a 1 in the chat if you think the thumbnail of the video is important for you, if you're going to click on that thumbnail, on that video or not. So when they're using my likeness to get them to click on it is where I feel like I have my rights being violated and that they're stealing from me, they're grifting off of me.
It's not your rights, it's your feelings. Your feelings are being violated. Somebody is hurting your feelings. Oh, poor baby.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think you could. I mean, I don't know what happens when you file those if they're in the thumbnail. Like, somehow I doubt they take the video down. They probably tell the author you have to change the thumbnail or they'll take the video down. I have no idea, but they definitely should enforce that. I mean, it's not under the DMCA, but they would lose their...
Oh, shut up, Dr. Law, you fucking idiot.
...protection under, I forget what it is, section 230 of the...
What's the 69 for, eh? 69, eh? Best number in the world.
Communications Decency Act?
1987.
So they have safe harbor under that, unless they are aware of something and don't correct it.
You guys make sure, I'm going to put Dr. Law, I'm going to put his link in the description down here. Make sure you guys subscribe to Dr. Law. He's still not monetized, doesn't have enough subscribers, enough views. You know,
yeah, don't go and subscribe to him. Please don't subscribe to him. If you want, yeah, I'll cover him. Somebody needs to cover him to stop people from subscribing to him because this bloke is a fucking idiot. He does not need more subscribers. He does not need to be monetized. He needs... I don't know. It's either going to be that he needs congratulating for his ultimate troll or taking the piss out of for his fucking idiocy. He's fucking awful. I hate him.
On his videos, he talks pretty slow, and I watch him at 1.5. But he offers a lot of information that, you know, you're going to get people, you know, so it's like, and then tell me something about, I want to talk about this guy who's...
Exactly, Butt Nerd. You've nailed it. You really have. That's exactly what he does. As long as you're telling him something that he agrees with, that, you know, like say, oh, it's Great Lakes going bad. All right, night, Great Lakes. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it, and I will subscribe to you soon. And yeah, definitely, if you're going to put makeup on again, no, you look beautiful. Take care, mate. But yeah, Butt Nerd, you've nailed it, and that's exactly what it is. That's what makes me think that it could just be a massive troll. So I don't know. Axel, I don't know, it was going on about being on Odyssey. I mean, I've got a backup channel on Odyssey, but I've not uploaded anything to it for ages. Like months. A lot of YouTubers use it as having a backup on. Rumble, I don't even know what Rumble is. He's on about that as well. He's getting annihilated on Twitter, as far as I know. He's blocked me on there, though. Instagram, he's been on Instagram. So, he'll be back on YouTube. Definitely. He won't, like, you know, if you're that pissed off about getting a 7-day suspension, then you just wouldn't come back. You know, if you're really stubborn and that pissed off, that's the kind of shit I'd do, for example. I'm Petter. So I'd be like, yeah, fuck you, YouTube, I'm not coming back, fuck off. And I probably still would come back eventually, but for a while, I wouldn't. I'm stubborn enough. But he'll come back, because it's the dollar signs, ain't it? And he likes the whole cult environment where everybody's muted apart from the people that lick his arse, basically. Yeah, BitChute, that one, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Truth Social, maybe he'll go there. That's where I should go. Oh yeah, Cooker, me and all, mate, me and all, right? I was muddled as to why nobody calls them PMs anymore. What's the whole DM malarkey about? We called them PMs. What's wrong with that? Oh God, I feel ya, proper feel ya.
Other lawyer on YouTube who's really built his entire channel off of me. So I'm telling people that I'm going to file a bar complaint because of the homophobic and racist video that he did. Does my words have any merit? Do they hold any water?
Whoa. Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I watched 1.5. But he offers a lot of information that, you're going to get people, so it's like, and then tell me something about, I want to talk about this guy who's the other lawyer on YouTube who's...
Listen to Code of Chrome, hit the like button. No, hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Really built his entire channel off of me. So
and also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And tickle me bell, I like it.
So...
If he's talking about Merb, right? Wait there. If he's talking about Merb, saying he built his whole channel off of him, that's bullshit. Merb's been going for fucking ages. And he had a few thousand subscribers before he started talking about Chiller. So, it does me head in. He did this about flipping Blue Bacon as well, and Troll Mafia. Or you. You're not the be-all and end-all, you fucking narcissist.
File a bar complaint because of the homophobic and racist video that he did. Does my words have any merit? Do they hold any water?
No.
They do, and I actually did a video on that. You must not have
Lies.
seen it. Specifically because he's an attorney in California. And so the bar kind of considers themselves as representing the public, right? So when you represent the public, you do have the right to free speech, but it's weighed against your service to the public. So it's...
Oh, look how pleased he was. Oh, you know what? I don't know shit. Merb ain't fucking worried though. And I don't know. I'd rather trust his opinion than this idiot.
The Pickering analysis or Pickering balancing test. And that's what...
I'm sorry, say that again. Pickering?
Pickering.
Yes.
P-I-C-K-E-R-I-N-G.
Pickering.
Yeah, it's the name from a lawsuit. So basically, he could be let go, right, if he's found to be homophobic. But I believe there would definitely be an investigation. But I believe he could say, it was just a miscommunication. I'm not homophobic. But it's definitely worthy of investigation. Whether he would lose his license or not, I don't know. But people have been investigated for much less than that. And if it comes up that he actually is homophobic, he could definitely be let go. There's a huge case where a lawyer was let go because he was a Nazi. He cannot represent the public. Right?
I'm German and I don't approve of Nazis. My grandfather's German.
You're German? You're something new every day, I swear.
My grandmother Irish and German as well.
Oh my God, no. He's part Irish. I ain't having that. No chance. We do not claim him. Fuck off. Got him played off.
Colombian side comes from Jews.
Yeah,
so, interesting.
And he works in a state, right, where almost every state equal rights law includes sexual preference. It's like, I shouldn't be, and I kind of said it in my last video, because I've been doing a lot of these legalness that actually are state.
Harsh on Merv, yeah. He's been harsh on a qualified attorney. This law student, this lying, misinforming law student has been harsh on a bloke that's been practicing law for years. He's not, although, yeah, he's a first year law student, but, a fucking idiot.
Made in comment comments on your videos and his videos and my videos, where they're just completely like, you know, internet lawyers are making weird, incorrect legal analysis statements. Well, the last one I put, the lawyers like to argue, and they never admit to being wrong. And once you look at what he says in light of that, it makes more sense. Because I've tried to explain things where he was wrong before, and he just talks in circles. And that's what lawyers are supposed to do. That's how you win a case. So I should really give him some leeway. I noticed in one of your motions that you had pointed out.
Oh God, I'm not listening properly. I'm trying to find him on. He's fucking blocked me on Twitter. See where he's getting fucking destroyed, and I just can't, man. It's not working. I need to make a new account, but to do that, I need to like verify emails and all that and the other. I really can't be bothered at the moment. Nah, fuck off. It hates me. Yeah, and give him some leeway. Fucking hell, man. How insulting can he be? He is a qualified lawyer. You ain't. You're a fucking idiot that is feeding another fucking idiot bullshit. Like I say, hopefully this will all end with me congratulating you on the ultimate troll. But at the fucking moment, mate, you're an embarrassment.
Bush had not followed the rules of evidence. And he's not going to admit he was wrong, but in his next filing, he corrected the mistake. So I think Murphy is learning from when I point out that he's incorrect. He's just never going to admit it. He's going to argue in circles, which is exactly what I would do. I'm never going to admit to being wrong. I'm going to say, yeah, there's this edge case. But that's not what my professor said. That's always a really good answer. That's not what my law professor in that whatever subject or lecture said.
Then with Kate and with Josh, because that's it has to do with copyright infringement. A lot of people are saying, oh, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. What do you see happening now that it's a copyright infringement case and no longer about defamation? And I'm not going to say, actually, you know some stuff. I already told you some stuff. So don't say some stuff, the legal maneuvering I'm actually doing here. I don't want you to reveal that. I want that to be a great big surprise. But with the copyright infringement federal tort lawsuit, what do you see the next few steps happening from what you read on Pacer and that you read the motions?
So it's interesting because Benjamin Wish and Joe Garrett both signed the letters saying they are basically opposing the dismissal. So what I'm going to read into that is that the judge reached out to them and said, "Do you have any response on this, or can I rule on it?" So I think you can get a ruling on dismissal very soon, and then it's going to make your copyright amendment moot. But I mean, it's still useful for what you're using it for takedown requests.
Oh my fucking God! I found it now on Twitter. He's fucking posted a picture, and Global Mum, and says, "Look at this angry, unhappy, miserable woman," and it gives her full name. You on March. She goes by Global Mum. She is a terrible person. She's a really terrible person. Look how unhappy she is. You can see it in her face. So it's basically taken, an unflattering picture of her, I guess. No, it's not unflattering. It's fine. The fuck? She's an older lady as well, right? She's not flipping... It's not like she's in her 20s or whatever. So none of us are fucking perfect as we get older. She is not an unhappy woman. She's a very happy woman. I love Global Mum. Global Mum sound... what a dickhead. He always has to go on about people's looks, don't he? That's the only fucking thing he can do. It's the only thing he's got. What a cunt, man. Fucking wanker.
Being dismissed. So you would probably have to pay, $402 and just refile it and get it back in the books.
Yes, and I will do that because that's why I raised $3,000 is so that I can do the things I have to do and not be totally stressed out.
No, he's done one about Matt Howe, blah, 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 blah. I don't know who that is, Matt Howe. But saying I will dox every troll and their families. I'll post his kids tomorrow. He deserves to be known. What the fuck? And then sit there and repeats lies about me. She doesn't want anybody to see her face or know who she is. we've all seen not you lot might not have done, but I've seen a face before, and it weren't in no private fucking conversation either. It was live. It was on a live stream on YouTube, and and that's happened at least 2 times, maybe 3 times. So just whatever. What a dickhead. Dickhead. Fucking hell, that infuriates me. What a wanker. Fucking cunt. I can't even log in and post. I need to post something to defend Global Mum. I'll try and remember to do it in a bit. Fucking man. Not that she needs defending. I mean, fucking hell, man. She can defend herself. If you ain't subscribed to Global Mum, please do. She's great.
Have to pay for certain things. So then, now that I removed the, okay, I don't want to, there's just things I don't want to reveal because sometimes I just get a little excited. So I don't want to reveal some things because, I'll just put it to you like this. I'm not stopping under any circumstances. Like, she pushed me too far.
Yeah, Murphy's talked about this.
He's, sorry, back to Twitter. So yeah, he's getting annihilated. He's not got one. I can't see one good comment. Not one. Nothing. Nothing positive whatsoever. That meme's funny. Drugs are bad, okay. Oh, fucking hell. What a knobhead. I didn't even know he'd done that. I've not been here, have I? Prick, man. That's really wound me up, that has. Fucking dickhead.
One of his videos that he and I both would never let it go. He didn't say it in these words, but a lawyer's job is to protect your client's, rights and protect them from further damages and stuff. And I kept saying that, she's gonna change.
What? What did I just see? He stated that he'd arrest Chili's kids. Chili ain't got no kids. What about? What have I missed? What's going on? Because that's kind of fascinating. Let me, fuck me, man. There I am. It's alright, I'd come off my live stream. Let me see. And so Jason D, and on his court filings against Team Skeptic, he stated he had arrested Chili's kids. What the hell? Yeah, maybe that's it. He donated his jism. Fucking hell. I'm so glad he's getting annihilated on Twitter. I really am. I kind of knew he would, though. Twitter's fucking great. Twitter is great for at least that. He hasn't got any kids, so I don't understand. What exactly does it say? I've not seen any of the Team Skeptic stuff, by the way. Is it on Discord, I wrote? So let me know, and I'll have a look in a bit, or soon, or after this, or whatever. What time is it? You know, man, I've got to start getting ready and shit soon. Right there, let me pause this a minute. I need to see if my husband's message back. You fucking bear.
Let's try and salvage things. Let's settle. And then she's gonna change once
He's not messaged back.
she hires a lawyer, because the lawyer's gonna say, "You probably should have done that. Let's try and salvage things. Let's settle." And then she hired Benjamin Wish, who seems like this.
What? Sorry, I'm rewinding it a little bit. I've got to go to the toilet anyway, so I'm going to leave you up with a minute of chill out.
You're using it for takedown requests. It could end up being dismissed. So you would probably have to pay, $402. Just refile it and get it back in the books.
Yes, and I will do that because that's why I raised $3,000 is so that I can do the things I have to do and not be totally stressed out when I have to pay for certain things. So then get a little excited. So I don't want to reveal some things because, I'll just put it to you like this. I'm not stopping under any circumstances. Like, she pushed me too far.
Yeah, Murphy's talked about this in one of his videos, that he and I both would never let it.
Sorry, Andromeda, if that's too much information, but, I like to be honest.
He didn't say it in these words, but a lawyer's job is to protect your client's, rights and protect them from further damages and stuff. And I kept saying that, she's going to change when she hires a lawyer. Because the lawyer's going to say, you probably shouldn't have done that. Let's try and salvage things. Let's settle. And then she hired Benjamin Wish, who seems like this blood-sucking attorney that just wants to she'll take as much money as she can raise funds, right? So, and Murphy's...
Maybe, right, at the end of the day, as far as I can tell, when it comes to a client and their lawyer, the client is the boss. What the client wants to do goes, pretty much. So if she wants to pursue it and she doesn't want to settle, then it is his job to see that through with her, to represent her whilst they go through with that. You can't make her settle. And I don't think she ever would have anyway. So, yeah, he's doing his job. How dare he? What a knobhead, eh? I can't believe it. That Benjamin Wish, oh my days, right, he's doing his job.
Both and I are like 98% of cases settle. Why isn't this selling? Why is it going to trial?
Because it's a bullshit case. They're not going to settle when it's bullshit. I don't know whether his statistics are right, yeah? 98% settle. Really? Maybe he's right. Maybe that's because 98% don't file frivolous fucking lawsuits, which is exactly what it is. That's just plain to see to everybody. So do one, dickhead.
So I can totally understand. I think you said in one of your motions you didn't know you could originally file in
Hey up, Ginger.
California, but also I think no one really ever expects it to go to trial. But she's not burning through her own money, so it's not real. Doesn't really have the effect. Because I always say once they've maxed 2 credit cards, that's when they settle.
Because some people, at the end of all them people out there that haven't got that, that's terrible. That some idiot like this, like Chili, could file a lawsuit against you, a frivolous lawsuit against you, and you have to settle because you can't afford the legal representation, and you also aren't foolish enough to just represent yourself. Which, fine, Mark, you've just said no, Kate would just go pro saying, yes, I agree, and she knows her shit anyway, and I think a lot of people would, in fairness. It's just, if you can get representation, that is the best thing to do. That goes without saying, surely. Well, to most people anyway. She can get representation because people have had simples.
Yeah, to that point.
Mm-hmm. Might want to check Pacer. Is there a new thing filed on Pacer? I didn't get any notice.
I don't know, but you know what? You are going to make my Pacer bill in the last 2 months go crazy. I keep going in there and downloading everything.
You should sue him, Dr. Law.
And I run, just so the queries cost money, right? So run a query at least once a day. But I don't know if anything's in there today. The last thing I saw was that letter from yesterday.
I don't see anything at all. So then she's just, she spent $800 of other people's money yesterday bailing out an auditor.
I so butthurt about that, If she did, then that was other people's money, and those other people knew exactly what they were donating to. So, I know she did, by the way. I know that money was put towards them getting that idiot out of fucking jail. But the people that donated to it knew what they were donating to, so shut the fuck up.
There you go.
I saw that video. I don't think, yeah, she's clearly, I made videos on that too, right? I think her first fundraiser was completely fake. I think now she's
We know. That's because you're a fucking idiot. I think you're completely fake.
actually raising some money, but yeah, she's not. She's not being honest with her followers. I don't know if she knows how to be honest.
So Mer Beast keeps trying to come into my live stream. You know, Merv, I'm sorry, I really can't have you on, dude, unless you want to apologize for being homophobic and saying, calling people FAGGOTs, using that word, dropping it of the gay community and apologize to those people. I can't associate with you, dude, and I won't. So, I just can't.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, you don't speak for the whole gay community either. I'm pretty sure they don't claim you. I'm pretty sure they're also devastated that you are possibly gay. I'm bi, so I'm pretty much part of that community, and we don't claim you. Same as Irish don't claim you either, and lawyers don't claim you, and nobody claims you. Nobody likes you.
Obviously you're a person in the world. I forgive you, God. Go with God, but don't go with me. You know what I mean?
You don't believe in God. Stop fucking using God when you don't believe in him.
I run with gay people here in Hollywood. I love gay people.
Sorry, I've got to pause the stream a second.
I don't do that.
I don't know how I feel about him either. Like every other video,
It's disgusting. And so until you're ready to apologize for that and set the entire community of the gay community and apologize to those people, I can't associate with you, dude. And I won't. So, I just can't, obviously you're a person in the world. I forgive you.
Yeah, I have heard that, Jason. He found God through drugs. It's impressive, isn't it? What an idiot. I've been tripping before. I never found God.
Gotta go with God.
Or a God tree.
But don't go with me. You know what I mean? I run with gay
I'm pretty sure I don't want to fuck you. I ain't going to want to go with you.
people here in Hollywood. I love gay people. So if you don't, I understand that, but I can't.
Kind of thing. And he's got this weird, twisted personality. And, yeah, he would make a good column. He would.
Can't have you on panels and hang out with you. We can't be like rubbing elbows.
yeah, I don't
do that.
I don't know how I feel about him either. Like every other video, I seem to change my mind. Like the ones where he sounds reasonable, I'm like,
I think he's gay as well, and just too thingy to admit it. Which, don't get me wrong, yeah, it's like it's probably a generation thing. Like when I was at school and whatnot, it just fucking condoning that for a second. That's awful. But that's just how it was back then. And yet when my daughter, I know she's 22 now, but when she was at school, bloody hell, especially girls, she had so many gay friends, but male and female, and it was okay. Of course there is, there's going to be times where somebody is mean to them, but it was nothing like what it was when I was at school. And so coming out as being gay is a lot more acceptable, I think, these days. Whereas, back in the day, it would have been a much more difficult thing, and again, especially for a man to do. And I think that he is gay, or at least bi, and due to, like I say, generational thing, sort of a generation thing, he finds it insanely difficult to admit it and to come out. And that's actually really, really sad, because It's like living a lie, and you can't ever be truly happy unless you can be yourself. So that's sad.
See if he wants my free seat on Lexus Plus. And then I watch another video, and I'm like, maybe I should give that to Lauren instead.
I'll give you this. Merv was right about me. He's 100% right. I hate homophobic talk because I've lived in West Hollywood for 20 years, and my closest friends are homosexual. So you got me, dude.
Oh, give over. His closest friends are gay. His closest friends are black. His closest friends are Jewish Catholics. His closest friends are just whatever group he wants to relate to. His closest friends are those all the time.
It disgusts me to levels where I see red, you know? And so I just got mad just now. So, you know, for anybody else who wants to join so that's where my beef is with Merb right now. Merby.
Neefeed, I think I'm going to get your name wrong. Please tell me again how to say it. Neefeed, Neefeed. Anyway, Neephead. Is it Neepheed? Anyway, Neepheed, is it that? I can't remember. Anyways, exactly. Yeah, when Neepheed, that's the one. Sorry, I've got a terrible memory. I'll try and remember this time. So Neepheed, thank you. Anyway, yes, when I was at school, exactly, it was like, oh my God, that's so gay. And it would be calling something rubbish, basically. And if you called somebody gay, it was an insult. And that's awful. And I'm so glad about how things are these days. I really like it. And I know that there's still issues, but in this country at least, I don't know. It's not. My family's insanely flipping accepting. We don't give a shit about who's what as long as you're happy. My stepsister, when she came out as being gay, she told us first before she even told her actual mum. She told my mum and me and my brother before she told her own mum and her own actual blood siblings, because she knew what we'd be like, that we'd be absolutely fine. We've got no issues with it at all. It's just good for you, basically. But yeah, when I was a kid, gay was an insult, which is just fucked up, isn't it?
Herb, you are redeemable, Merb, but you're gonna have to apologize. I haven't filed the bar complaint yet, so I'm asking you to apologize, dude. You were way out of line. Listen, I said really crazy, stupid things when I was going through massive stress, my blood pressure was high. You blame all those things, but I said really, really stupid things that I continue to apologize for with people and individuals and people.
Wait, what? What's he continue to apologise for? Sorry that I keep having to rewind it.
When I was going through massive stress, my blood pressure was high. You blame all those things, but I said really, really stupid things that I continue to apologize for.
Fucking liar! Liar! Continues to apologise for. I'm sorry that you made me say that terrible thing. I'm sorry that you made me do this. I'm sorry that you made me wish cancer on children. Fuck you. I hope your fucking knee blows out of its pressure, dickhead.
With people and individuals and people I know, and people said this or this, and I say I'm sorry so many times because I said something really stupid.
Yeah, fucking liar. You never said sorry.
Excuses aside, I said something really dumb. So you said something really, really stupid. And so you have to apologize. You actually have to say you're sorry. You're not Trump. Trump never apologizes. I don't apologize for anything. Then...
Ain't they just, Logan? Ain't they just?
Vale con Dios, amigo. So,
I told you that I don't think he's the apologizing type. Me either, right? But I try not to just say things that...
I guarantee he'll never apologise to Rich Gregson. He's proper double down on that, innit?
Very good later. Well, you know, you can't stay married.
Well... you know, it is what it is. I gave Merb all the light he needs. Merby, I gave you a whole good channel now. No one saw your channel before me, bro. That's why. So let's talk about...
I was on his channel before you. I've been subscribed to his channel for ages. So, fuck off.
When Merby uses my videos, is he...
Sorry. My husband keeps messaging though.
right, so let's talk about that. When Murby uses my videos, is he building his brand?
No, Mark, I don't know about the Timex thing. Timex owns the trademark for We Don't Stop. Oh, shit, actually, no, that rings a bell. Have I heard that? It was granted on, but it was filed on 14th of November 2018. November 1-4. Oh my God. That's wicked. Oh, don't you just love the way the universe works sometimes? That's great. Thank you, Mark. You just made my morning. My husband's being a div, so probably be here for longer.
I'm asking you, Dr. Lawz. I mean, if Murby uses my videos and he's touting, he's a lawyer on YouTube, and here, let me give you my legal theory on this guy. So is that fair use, or is he building a brand and profiting?
He's definitely allowed to show your Pacer documents.
Yeah, Logan, I bet you're right. That's why he couldn't do it. Oh, God, and I was proper up for him doing that. And he would have done it. You can just tell, can't you? Josh is that kind of person. He is just a professional piss taker. That's kind of why I like him, to be honest. Yeah, and fucking... Again, I don't like what auditors do, but I do like Josh's. I like Josh. I like not what when he's auditing. I like his personality, and when he's taking the piss and stuff. Though I like him when he's taking the piss out of Chile, especially. And excuse me. Oh, excuse me. That was Tramper, but there we go. Excuse me. Yeah, and he was gonna copyright that. And oh, fucking hell, man, that made my day. I was so looking forward to it. Who can right? Is there like an email address for Timex that we can all email to let them know that somebody's using their logo type thing? Their, what's it called? Their slogan? Whatever it is. Should we do it? Let's do it. Somebody find the email address and post it. We'll do it.
And comment on them. And I think a lot of people are saying the concept that's what they come to his channel for, and that's what they enjoy. When he starts getting into politics and stuff, I think some of his followers are annoyed. But
what about streaming my videos when he shows my videos?
I haven't. Has he done that? I didn't know that he did.
He did. I struck him. Took the video down.
Well, he probably did it, thinking he was gonna countersue, but it's probably not gonna happen.
I mean, he's welcome to do so.
Cease and desist. I think that'd be quite funny. Should do that. Sorry, give me another second, please. I'm gonna have to pause it for just a moment.
I would love nothing more than him to spend his time and money.
He probably knew better, but I've covered his videos and he's covered mine. It could be argued, right? I mean, I said before, every single fair use decision, every copyright decision is gonna be.
Bye, Cooker. Have a great day.
A question of fact to be decided by a judge or a trial. Almost every single case has said that there are no hard and fast rules. That everything is unique circumstance. So,
Maybe, yeah, that's how I look at it. Being bisexual is the best of both worlds, and that's fucking wicked that a grandmother said that. Again, because of the generational thing, so that's really nice. That's how my mum is, though. That's how my mum always has been. And you know what, who else, right? My granny and my grandma, actually, bless them both, right? They'd have been like that. My fucking grandma, she was, I don't know, just said how it is. And so, she would have been fine about it, but she would have probably took the piss out of things as well. But she'd take the piss out of you, like me, if I brought my new man home, that kind of thing. And so if I brought my bird home, she'd take the piss out of that as well. She was just a piss take on. My granny was, even though there was things in the world that she probably would have said in her own little way that, you know, and so it's family, isn't it? I was lucky like that, I really was. My dad as well, I mean, he's dead now. I know he's been dead it was his 7-year death anniversary just the other week. But yeah, he didn't give a shit about anything like that either. So I love it. I love that. That's one thing I love about my family. But we do take the piss out of each other. And so it's not that we'll take the piss out of you being gay. It's that we'll take the piss out of you. That's it. We'd take the piss out of you if you were straight. If, you know, so like I'm talking about my stepsister. If my stepsister brought a new boyfriend home or told us that she had a new boyfriend, we'd take the piss out of that. So having a girlfriend, we'll take the piss. We're just piss takers.
I'm not going to copyright strike him because he's from commenting on my video. So I think my very first video commented on his video.
Did he say he is going to, wait there, did he say he is going to copy strike him? Wait there, wait, where can I go? Oops. Try there.
And fast rolls. Everything is unique circumstance. So, I'm not going to copyright strike him because he's from commenting on my video. So I think my very first video commented on it.
So he's not going to copy strike him. That's what he said, wasn't it? See, Dr. Lawlaw gets it. He understands fair use better than you do, Chilo.
This video.
Well, what makes you guys different is that my URLs are in federal tort. Well,
That's true.
that makes a difference, and that's why people can't use any as clips of my videos because I can copyright strike them.
Watch me now.
And I said that I would, and I will. I mean, what I do another 100 today, another 100, something like that.
That's the reason why I kind of switched to the common legalness format where I just answer stupid things that they said instead of watching a video and then commenting on them. Because I kind of want to get away from going through the content. Plus, it's just boring and tedious to fast.
Makes all the difference, though, doesn't it? In the Chiliverse, Mark. Makes all the difference.
Watch a video and then pause it and comment it, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. And Dr. Law, I've been on a little over an hour. Is there anything else that you wanted to cover? And you need to have this space.
So a lot of people, I don't know, they're making interesting guesses to my identity, but I don't want to confirm or deny because I would rather they don't try and prove anything is true or prove that it's not true. I would rather that just lead me and anyone else who they see as helping you in your case alone.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing: is you're not an internet troll. You're not sitting behind a camera. Even you and Murphy, who definitely disagree on a lot of things. You guys are not making. He's calling me the FAGGOT for some reason. But you're not an internet troll. So. I've openly said I'll say their first and last name and I'll show their pictures. And I will. But you're not an internet troll.
And you'll threaten to show their children as well. Yeah, dickhead.
You're not sitting there talking trash about other people and then hiding behind your camera. And I can't wait to get this person. I'm actually actively seeking a person.
Yes, Neefeed, he is. That's the thing. And I don't usually do that about people. His appearance means a lot to him. And we know that because he goes after other people's appearances. And yet he is looking old. He is. And he has aged massively, hasn't he, since he first came on YouTube. It's ridiculous. More foundation is definitely required. I agree.
And who steals all my content.
Yeah.
And I'm going to find out who they are.
And you saw my doxing video. I said, you have the right to be anonymous on the internet, but you shouldn't, right, sabotage yourself by saying defamatory things and then,
We're stealing my content.
Right, then saying nanner.
I know that there'd be a video on there saying about how YouTube are wrong for fucking Chili off for 7 days. But no, nothing. Weird that, isn't it?
You can't find me.
Oh, I didn't get to see your blue bacon expose, but just in a Cliff Note version, what were you thinking about him? Do you think he was in the military or not?
It looks like he was in the,
He was in the military.
at least in the National Guard, right?
National Guard, yeah, but he said he enlisted. He was a military police officer. Do you think that that's true?
He seems to have a hard time telling. He made a video swinging on a hammock in his yard saying, I haven't gotten that lawsuit yet. And then in a couple of videos he says, well, he doesn't even know who I am, so I'm not afraid of him. Well,
now I can serve you, bro. Now I can serve you. You know?
But have you yet? I'm pretty sure you still haven't. So yeah, I'm sure he's terrified.
Yeah, there's no reason anyone needs to serve me, I think.
Nobody needs to serve you. No one needs to.
Neepede, we're watching his descent into absolute madness. And if he had people around him that love him, help, because nobody cares about him, because he's a nasty bastard. He wishes cancer on children, for fuck's sake.
Find you and say this is Dr. Law. They're just mad because someone would be my friend. Someone would associate with me.
Yeah, that's it. We're just mad because somebody's your friend. Not like taking the piss because somebody's an idiot. I've got to disappear for a minute. I'll keep playing it.
Yeah, a lot of people say I ghostwriting for you too, but I didn't meet you until well after the lawsuit started, and the stuff. I mean, if they were lawyers, they would know that the stuff is written by a pro se person, because there's no 20-page points of authorities and memorandums, and it's not how an actual lawyer would write it. But I also said that in the circuit, the First Circuit, that ghostwriting is legal, and I'd be happy to ghostwrite for you if I was in a position to do that. And I actually could do that as long as I was writing the documents from the state where I was licensed.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even have to go pro biche, and I don't have to be licensed in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
According to case law, I don't know if I would try it out though.
I'm going to put Dr. Law's link to his channel right down here in the comment section. I'll leave it up so you guys can see it. I also put his comment thing. Well, Dr. Law, thanks for your time. I really appreciate you coming on, man. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions you want to ask him? Anybody dying for a question? Someone said look at Pacer. They had something in today in Pacer. So I don't know. I didn't see it, but...
Yeah, Chili said he just looked at that and didn't see anything new, so I don't know.
And then you guys block him, so give him could he be a troll? Could be a great dude?
I thought he was on his side, Lawyer McLaw, man.
I don't know. Yeah. To me, anybody who doesn't
Everybody's a troll.
really, who just throws peanuts and doesn't get involved in any way, shape, or form, they just want to stay from the sidelines, and I'm okay over here. That to me is, you can do that. That's cool. And that's where, Laura McLaw, man.
Is that the bot? Is that the bot?
He's on the sidelines, so he can be on the sidelines and throw peanuts. Everybody else does. Why can't he?
I knew you'd do so much better in federal court, because a lot of the problems they're having in the other courts was with introducing evidence with their minimal rules for restraining orders, and then a lot of it is speaking. In federal court, there is no oral argument unless someone specifically requests it. All you have to do is research and write papers. And as far as I can tell, I mean, I want you to win, because I think the defamation is definitely a violation. And I want to see your copyright claim, which I think could set precedent.
What's been deleted? I didn't delete one of your messages. I deleted some of these bot ones, though. I can see your message. Still there, innit? I hope it's still there. Sorry, Neatfeed, if I did do anything. I didn't mean to.
And I want to see what happens with it.
Yeah, I've always said I'm a game changer, and I'm not going to stop. I won't stop. All right, Dr. Law, we'll say goodbye to you, and thank you so much for coming on, man. I'm really blessed, and I appreciate your time. All right, bro?
Thanks for inviting me.
Bye, Dr. Law. So, okay, everybody, that was Dr. Law. Make sure you guys get over to his channel and subscribe. Make sure you guys
Oh, sorry, mate.
subscribe to his channel. We don't stop. There's his channel right there. You know, I like Dr. Law. You know, he's really...
Oh my god, I just got it. You know what, Neepede? I'm sorry as fuck. Yeah, I've just understood what you meant. Got ya. Good luck finding any in Aberdeen. Right, got it.
calm and really cool and really put together, and you know, a lot of the documents and things I write and stuff, I need someone to look at them and talk to me about it. And you know, I always need friends who are legitimate friends, who are not afraid to be my friend, because what this troll mafia ran by Kay Peter has done is attacked my friends and family, and this has walked her into another lawsuit with my friend Zane. He's gonna sue her.
Good luck with that. You haven't got any friends. Stop lying.
He lost his job over her. She freaked out the people he worked for.
I thought he was a self-employed fucking masseuse. Thought that's what he was. Fucking madman. That's all I can possibly think it is. So do one, idiot. Sorry, I've got to pause it a second. Put my husband in his place and I'll see. Yeah, right.
She freaked out the people he worked for. She freaked him out. The troll mafia that Kay has no control over.
Let's rewind a little bit for context.
Who are not afraid to be my friend, because what this troll mafia ran by Kay Peter has done is attacked my friends and family, and this has walked her into another lawsuit with my friend Zane. He's gonna sue her.
So, you lovely lot, has there been any sign of this lawsuit from the fucking weirdo Zane? Anybody? I don't think so. What do I know?
He lost his job over her. She freaked out the people he worked for. She freaked him out. The troll mafia.
You freaked them out, mate. You freaked them out.
Yeah, that Kay has no control over. Or she has total control over. We don't know until we get Todd Lyons under subpoena and get him under deposition. Todd Lyons was the guy who lied and stalked me for months.
Same here, Austin. Same here. Proud Mafia member. Proud Team Skeptic member. I do videos about him quite a lot. I take the piss out of him. I laugh at him. I insult him repeatedly and consistently. I can't help myself. I am members of 3 channels that he thinks that he can fuck us all over for being members of, and yet I have not heard a peep from him. So what is it? Am I scary? I don't think I'm scary. I know that he knows who I am. I ain't gonna get into how I know that, but I do know it. So what is it? Why is he not bothering with me? It's weird. I think my battery's going to run out. Oh no, it's not bad. It's alright. Just checking.
You know, then we're gonna see what happens. You know, Kate, you can make it stop anytime you want. Send her into mediation right away. I'm willing to mediate right now with KP.
Because he wants money. You see, he wants to go mediation. He wants all the videos about him removed, and he wants money. Fuck you. I ain't gonna go into mediation with you. Who'd mediate anything with you? God, man, every pause face is fucking wicked. You ain't telling me that ain't wicked. I'm having it. Go away, then.
And put all this to bed. my stipulations are very clear. So, but all the other people, if you're using...
You might be right, Andromeda. My opinion is that handcuffs are okay as long as you don't struggle and as long as you don't resist. But it's each to their own. That doesn't mean that I think that they're 100% all the time guaranteed okay. I completely accept that sometimes they would be put on tight. I understand that and I appreciate that, and I will not, if somebody's claiming something, I will not out and out say they're lying. I won't say that. Unless it's Chilli, to be fair, I'll probably say it about him. But I've been arrested, I think it's 4 times. I've been in handcuffs. I've also been in handcuffs for, non-police reasons, for kinky cuffs, that kind of thing. And the only time they ever hurt was if I struggled. But everybody's different, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, and everybody's opinion is accepted in here. The only thing I ever want removing from my side chat is things that break TOS. So a Kodachrome, yeah, maybe that is it. It is hard to sue internationally. But this is what I don't get about the copyright striking thing that he's been doing, because he's done that to channels that are much smaller than mine, and yet I've not heard a peep, not one little. And my last God knows how many videos have been about him, and yet I've not heard a peep. So, I don't know. We'll see.
My content, and I see it, I'll copyright strike you. And,
No, you won't. Still waiting. Ain't happened.
I do have legal precedent here, and I do have an entire organization that
No, you don't.
their entire functionality is to uphold my rights.
No, it's not.
And if my case gets dismissed from federal court, I will refile copyright infringement against one of you.
Good luck.
Until I find
Good luck.
one of you. I'll sue a random person
So exciting.
and list all my links.
If he does it, some small channel like, I don't know, there's a few small channels, but if he does it after a really small channel, then personally I think that we should all maybe try and come together to help them out, because that just ain't fucking right. So any smaller channels out there, if he actually tries to take it further, please let me know. I'll big you up, and maybe we could do a fundraiser or something like that, because I ain't having it. It's fucking fair use, man. It's fucking fair use. It's just all about trying to get money off people and trying to control people and trying to shut down free speech. And he can go fuck himself.
You want to play? Me too.
Yep.
I want to play.
I want to play. I'm playing. And yet you're just leaving me out. Why am I always getting left out? This ain't fair. I'm not the fat kid. I'm not the fucking geeky kid. I'm not the kid on a crutch. What the fuck? Why are you leaving me out? It's like not getting picked for sports. Wipe your nose, you tramp. You fuck, man. Stop leaving me out. I feel neglected.
I'd rather go focus on Terry versus Ohio. Why don't you go do something with your life? Create your own content, do your own thing.
I'm doing something with my life. I'm laughing at you. Oh my God, that's a wicked face. There we go. Laughing at you, taking the piss out of you. That is what I'm doing with my life. Andromeda, I've had bad experiences with the police as well, by the way. I got the shit kicked out of me when I was 14. So I also know that not all police are good at all. But I don't think, I think the bad ones are the minority, not the majority. My dad, for example, he got his teeth knocked out by police. Literally, like, a few of his front teeth, he had to have false teeth. So again, but my dad was the same though, just even though he had this really bad experience with the police, and then I had this bad experience with the police, my dad was like, it was my dad though that he said to me, who would you, if your house got burgled, who would you phone? You'd phone the police. If your child went missing, who would you phone? You'd phone the police. So like, you can't slag them off and not trust them on one hand, but then when you need them, call them and trust them. You need to accept that they're not all the same. And I think I said this recently anyways, I do think body cams have made a massive difference. I really do. So, yeah. I don't know, hell mad, I've no idea. Maybe, but I mean, I've not got an issue. He's not suing me, so he's not even copyright struck me. It's just nothing. Or he has, but YouTube have told him to do one because it's all in fair use. It could be that. We'll see.
So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, guys. That's where I'm at. I would bring people on, but it's been for an hour, and I've been on here a lot today, so I wanted just to get some real work done. Jeff hates pigs. Listen, I have all y'all's
Pigs hate Jeff.
contact. There was a guy, Joshua, in here earlier, Joshua Trout. I need a little feedback about Joshua Trout. He's emailed me and contacted me, but I need my moderators to give me feedback about Joshua Trout. The name was so familiar to me that I can't keep up with everybody. There's so many people. You know, it's like, L.A. Spike, good to see you, man. An auditor, Deanna, Jeff Hate the Pigs, Bruce.
What was he doing with his fingers just then? I was like watching it on my laptop and it's a few seconds behind. What a weirdo. Hello, Gunge Truck. From what I understand, he needs a contempt charge first. Yeah, maybe. If you get a cop who knows how to use handcuffs, she will make you dance like a puppet. And guess what? No marks, no torture. I think I agree, Logan. I really do. We'll see.
Bruce, what's going on? What's going on, B-Boyer? Love you, hon.
Definitely Austin, his old personality is definitely an act, and a really, really rubbish one, because he's rubbish at acting.
Run, Mikey. Mikey B, what's going on? What is going on, my friend? How are you? Good to see everybody. Gloria. So that's what's going on, guys. That's what's going on. The really crazy part for me is I have to go around and find people's content and strike it. The really crazy part for me is to listen to them whine and cry that they don't get to use my content to get views.
I agree, Gunge Truck. Oh, sorry, but I woke up really, really early, like stupid early, like 4 o'clock. And I couldn't get back to sleep. So I ended up live streaming at 6. And then I had to do the school run. So I had to stop at 7:30 when I had to get up with the kids. And then started again at 9:30. And so this is it. So, hi. I didn't mean to be doing it for this long. I can't believe it took 2 hours. So it's because I talk too much, innit? That's what it is. Logan, are you serious, man? My fucking mind's always in the gutter. Where do you want it? I knew what you meant.
It's just crazy to me. Like, you've been living under the idea that you could just take people's content and there'd be you could just do it. That's changing now.
No, it's not. It's fair fucking use. Fair use. Fair use. Fair fucking use. I will carry on using your content to my fucking arts content because it's fair use. And you know what? Oh no, I've got to go. Shit. There's only 4 minutes left, and I was gonna go on another video because I've got plenty, and just to take the piss, just to prove even more that I can use his content, and so can all of you. If you want to use his content, you can use it. Just do it in a transformative way. How am I transforming this? I've got my lovely little logo just there, and my gob's talking. That's how. That's transformative. That's all you got to do. It's quite simple. I haven't got time to do another video just to prove my fucking point because my husband's going to be here soon, and then we've got a good Starbucks to the in-laws for the weekend. So let's just carry on anyway. Still a few minutes left. Did it take? I think I saved that one. There we go. I've done it now anyway.
That's changing. I'm not going to run Transformers. I'm not going to give YouTube any reason to cancel.
Oh, sorry. I never even thought about. Well, I don't even. Oh, sorry, Andromeda. Yeah, I'll try and remember. I didn't know whether. Oh, would they come on? Did they work if it's alive? Alive. Does it work if it is a live? I meant. I thought that it wouldn't work until after. So, yeah. But yeah, of course, if that's an option, I definitely will.
On my account, I'm upset with YouTube, but I'm not gonna. I understand that Transformers belongs to Michael Bay and that production company, not me, not mine.
You say Transformers? Let's have a go. Try that.
I'm not going to run Transformers. I'm not going to give YouTube any reason. That production company, not me, not mine. Not mine. I ran a video last week that didn't belong to me. The guy called me, his sister called me and said, hey, will you help us? I ran the video to help them, to expose what was going on with those people over there. And
Oh my God, copyright.
in Anderson, Tennessee. So, but they asked me to help them. They asked me to do it. You know. So anyway, listen. Have you guys got your trifold? Listen, a lot of you guys are getting the $5 indestructible.
Have you guys got your trifold? No. It's important. Have you got your trifold? Let me know. Because, you know, if you haven't, could be issues. You know, you could get pulled over by the police and you could, like, I don't know, you could just do as asked of you and you could then just maybe at the most get a ticket and drive off. But hey, if you have a trifold, you'll possibly get arrested. So, hello Scott, good morning. You keep one in your car, Andromeda. Good, well done. That's the way it has to be. You need your trifold. Right, I'm having a look now. So, I'm having a look about putting subtitles on. Like I said, I've got no idea. Let's have a look. It's always fun. I like having another. I'm getting there. I'm learning. Let's see. No, wrong thing. No. Oh, dear. Oh, I don't know then. Got live chat, replay. I have no idea. How to put subtitles on them. Go into details. I'm going to play the rest of the video, by the way. Just bear with me. I like to make everybody happy. Playlist, audience, show more. Let's have a little look. Moment, please. The stream content. No, it doesn't allow this, allow that. They put no tags on it. Aha. Tags. Oh, right. So that your stream's language. Yeah, it was English. It's kind of English, isn't it? I mean, do you call what I say how I talk English? Probably not. It's like kind of English, but with like a terrible accent. Is that it? I think that's about right, ain't it? Caption certification. This content is never aired on television in the US. This content is only aired. This content is not aired. What? This content does not fall within the category of online... What? I am so confused. What does all that mean? Never aired on television. So let's see what happens. That could be fun. This is all yours fault, by the way. You asked for subtitles. I'm now just like clicking things, seeing what happens. We will soon find out. Right, you know what? I'm saving it there. Let's see what happens.
Trifold, awesome. Just you get it, download it, learn every single one of those 12 cases on that trifold.
I speak in English, innit, Logan? Didn't you know? Oh my God, my accent ain't beautiful though. I'm just common as muck, but there we go. Some of us are. We'll change it for the world.
No matter what Dunce Cap say, as you can hear when we talk to Dr. Lawz.
Yes, Neat Pete, in it. I do slip that in by accident sometimes, but I also say it on purpose quite a lot, especially when it comes to Chiller. I say, it's just Chilliverse, isn't it? When somebody says, why has he done this? What is he talking about? Well, I don't know, it's just chilly, isn't it? In it.
These people are just haters, and a lot of them are ignorant. They just don't know the truth. Every single case I put on that trifold will help you immensely. And I can guarantee you that Dunce Cap cop, he doesn't know what you're talking about. And if you just read that case...
That's fucking ridiculous. The shit that he's saying to people is potentially dangerous. Not dangerous like... I'm not on about their lives and stuff, right? I'm not on about that. But that you could go from being pulled over to, yes, officer... Yes, officer. Yes, officer. Here's my ID, officer. Oh, I didn't realise that, officer. I'm really sorry, officer. Okay, I'll take that ticket, officer. Have a nice day, officer. Drive away. To, oh, what about my rights? What about my rights? Are you detaining me? Are you detaining me? Am I being detained? Oh, my God, am I being arrested? Oh, the handcuffs, the handcuffs. Ah. You know what I mean? There's a big fucking difference. Jesus Christ.
The trifold, it'll help you. If I smell weed, just read Commonwealth versus Barr.
I smell weed. If they smell weed, they will check your fucking car. And you reading off some fucking stupid case law will not change a damn thing. If they smell weed and weed is not not legal, actually no, even if it is legal, you're not allowed to drive in America. You're not allowed to drive when you're on weed. I know weed's legal now in loads of states. That's great, by the way. I wish they'd do the same over here. But if you're on weed, if you're smoking weed, if you've smoked weed, if you're under the influence of weed, are you allowed to drive? Let me know. Road. You're not a yacht, Gunge Truck. I didn't think you were. I'm sure somebody's told me that before. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought. So if they smell weed, then they have, that's it, right? At that point, they have got reasonable suspicion, reasonable whatever it is, to conduct a further investigation to find out if you are driving your fucking car under the influence of a drug. Andromeda, exactly. In the UK, we don't take no shit. The police don't take no shit about fucking driving things. Reasonable suspicion, thanks Lord. My head's dead this morning, I swear to God. In England, or UK, oh God, some of the things that I've seen, some of the videos that I've seen in America where somebody's got no license, got no registration, or this and they still get to drive the car away. You know, in the UK, your car will be gone. It will get towed. And you know, if you push your luck for, let's say, insurance, they're big on insurance over here. If you push your fucking luck and you're driving around with no insurance, they'll take your car and they'll crush it. And I'm sorry, but it fucking teaches people. It does. They are harsh. It's like we're talking about the other day, weren't we? About people being on mobile phones whilst they're driving. Here, there's a system where it's 12 points and that's it. You're suspended from driving. If you hit them 12 points, your license is gone. It's normally, just for a period of time sort of thing. You're suspended. You cannot drive. And for driving whilst being on your phone, having your phone in your hand, that's 6 points per time. So you do it twice. If you get caught doing it twice, that's it. Suspended, banned from driving. I don't know how long it's for, but banned from driving, that's it. Fucking bloody hell, man. The police in London do not mess around, Lord. The police in the UK do not mess around. The shit that they take in America, I'm all for free speech, yeah? But I'm not for people getting abused whilst they're working. I'm not for that. Over here, if you was to stand there and shout obscenities at a police officer, you would get arrested. You'd get arrested for public order. You cannot stand in a street shouting and swearing. You can't do that. And it's not that we've got an issue with free speech, but it is that we've got respect for everybody in society, and you need to behave, basically. Just be nice. Don't be a dickhead. It's shocking, isn't it, Andromeda? That's what I mean. It shocked me that somebody with no insurance can still drive off with a ticket. That's fucked up. It does not happen here at all. Search your car. Reading the fucking case out loud will not change that. They will search your car. That's it. I just remember we was talking about weed, weren't we? If your car smells of weed and they want to search your car, that's it. They've got reasonable suspicion. They've got a reason and a perfectly legal reason to search your fucking car. And I could be in this country. Let's say that was in this country. They'd have every fucking reason as well to test you, to see if you are under the influence. If your car smells of weed. I mean, over here, weed's illegal, so... Yeah. Over here, they would test you to see if you're also under the influence, and you'd get done for it if you are. Over there, over in America, weed might be legal, but it's not legal to drive whilst under the influence of it. So they should test you. Just, nah. Hello, Carolyn. About done, I'm afraid, my love, but yeah, thanks for joining. It's always a chilly train wreck, isn't it? It's just perpetual, is that? Like, I can't think of my fucking words this morning, I swear.
Case out loud, 1925, Carroll versus United States. If they get out of the car, you read them Pennsylvania versus Mims. And you know.
That was a right rant that I went on, wasn't it? Sorry.
What makes you think a prudent man believes I'm armed and dangerous for you to order me out of the car? You have to have the material right on you, so get your trifold. Carry it with you everywhere you go in your car. You're not going to be as sharp as people you see on YouTube when the cop is breathing down your neck. You're not. Just read the trifold. Fold it in three, put it up on your visor, and just read the trifold as you film.
We've read the trifold. We've read it. We've seen the trifold. The trifold has been destroyed by multiple people. By the way, I am not qualified to destroy his trifold. at all. But I've watched lawyers that have destroyed your trifold. Also, for what I can tell, with a little bit of Googling, you can destroy your trifold, including me, somebody who's not qualified for shit. Like I said, I'm just some bird on a council estate. I don't know dick. Well, I don't know dick. I don't know shit, that's what I should say. Fucking... Oh, God. You fucking trifold don't mean dick, mate. It don't mean fuck all.
Save yourself a lot of time. Save yourself a lot of effort. Don't be me and keep on going. You get a ticket. And you're just going to give a ticket. End the conversation immediately by invoking your Fifth Amendment right. Immediately. So, all right. What is going on, Marcy? I see you down there. A little song called Tennessee.
And Dom's exactly right. We have MOT. Like, months ago now, it was before Chiller, before the Chilly times, before the Chilly verse. But it was regarding, watching frauditors and shit and covering frauditors. And I asked an American then whether, like, I explained the MOT thing to them and said, like, is there nothing like that over there? And they said, not in some states. In some states, it don't even matter. They've seen cars drive along that are just accidents waiting to happen. And that just blows my mind. Just, oh, God.
What's going on, Scrubzilla?
What's going on?
Run, Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs.
Pigs hate Jeff. Pigs hate Jeffs. Pigs hate Jeff. So I'm not very good at impressions, so you just have to put up with mine.
I was gonna stream Transformers, of course, but I was just talking ish. Yeah, I give away the trifold a lot to people, so if someone can't afford it, just let me know. Just let me know.
What's he doing, man? He's just sitting. What the fuck?
I think I'm gonna smoke one. I'm done.
That fucking yeet is fucking stupid. Does he realise how stupid he sounds? That was a stupid question. I'm sorry. That was a stupid question. Oh, Neepy, I know it's no excuse. Not a substitute for servicing your vehicle, but it's just basically like a safety check, ain't it? Hey, up on clean hands. Good morning. Just yeet, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, hit the like button. 2 T's, button. Please, thank you.
My brain's cooked. I've had
Shut up, Logan.
I have to refile my court filing on Monday. I have a million things. I gotta keep going. I'm not gonna get to my studio until after Thanksgiving.
What fucking studio? What fucking studio? You ain't got studio.
Push back to the 15th and the 20th, and now after Thanksgiving. That's where it goes. So I will see you guys on
the next one.
Just
wait,
remember, we don't stop. We don't stop.
So, yeah. You stopped. You got stopped. You stopped. I have got to go. I'm actually enjoying myself, so I'd love to do another one, but I've really got to go. My husband's going to be here soon, and I've got to go. So, thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it, as always. I've got to plug myself sometimes. If you'd like to support the channel, there's links in the About Me thing on my, you know what I mean, on my channel page, Malaka, Cash App, and buy me, I was going to say buy me a coffee, but you can buy me a few beers if you want. Always appreciate a few beers. You know me. I'm half Irish. So, love you all. You take care. Have a great day. And if I don't speak to you over the weekend, have a great weekend as well. All right, take care. Bye.